We do not remember days, we remember moments. The harder you work, the luckier you will get. Sometimes, you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Take good care of your health. Without health, nothing will matter. If you're not brave enough to take risks, you won't achieve anything in life. Be careful who you marry, and be even more careful who you have kids with. The fewer things you own, the happier and less stressed you'll be. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Life is not about how fast you run or how high you climb, but how well you bounce. If you don't let go of the wrong people, you'll never meet the right people. Don't regret having a good heart. All good things come back and multiply. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. If you don't ask, you don't get. Never take the responsibility that does not belong to you. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Never force, don't beg, and don't chase. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Nothing costs so much in life as illness and ignoring an illness. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you could miss it. Fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. It always seems impossible until it is done. Trust wisely and not blindly. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. No amount of money can bring you joy if you are suffering. No one is too busy. It's only a matter of priorities. What we know is a drop. What we don't know is an ocean. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. True friends will stay loyal to you, no matter what. Better 50% now than 100% never. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Be loyal or stay single. That's simple. Most so-called failures are only temporary defeats. Be patient. Sometimes you have to go through the worst to get the best. If you don't make a choice, someone else will make it for you. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Do not count your chickens before they are hatched. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. The family you create is more important than the family you come from. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Don't read a quote and say, "This is wise," but read a quote and say, "How can I relate this to my life?" Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson. Leave because you learned yours. Keep busy. It's the cheapest kind of medicine there is on this earth, and one of the best. No legacy is so rich as honesty. The only time you should ever look back just to see how far you've come. A leader is a dealer in hope. There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. When you work for someone else, you have the right only to labor, not to the fruits of your labor. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your circle, the less you have to deal with. When you were born, you cried, and everyone around you was happy. Live your life in a way that when you pass away, people cry because they miss you, but you feel joyful inside. Save a little money every week or month. Nothing gives you happiness like a financial buffer. Everything negative, pressure, challenges, is all an opportunity for me to rise. Believe it or not, happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. You can tell more about a person by what he says about others than you can by what others say about him. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. To get married means to have your rights and double your responsibilities. You cannot change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. The more you are interested in others, the more interesting they find you to be. To be interesting, be interested. Don't ruin what you have by wanting what you don't have. Remember that what you have now was once something you only wished for. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. You'll never be sorry for telling someone you love them. Do it before it's too late. Never go to the past, not for happiness, not for justification, not for excuses,